The state of Texas is grading you on the difficulty of questions that they ask. There are the easy ones, they call it the level 0. Those anybody can get. For example, the x-intercept from a graph, the y-intercept from the graph. Those are easy. Just look at the graph and say, oops, there it is, and that's my answer. And then we have the ones define a slope that you have to actually calculate more, and those are the level ones. The level 2 is basically getting a harder problem, and then we have the level 3, the ones that are like supposedly the super hard problems, and these are it. I'm going to try to explain it the easiest way possible so that you can understand these, but according to the state of Texas, these are like the hardest ones, and they are worth more. So, on the first one it says, the daily cost of hiring a carpenter Y to work X hours can be modeled using a linear function. The carpenter charges a fixed cost of $60 plus an additional cost of $30 per hour. The function used is this: Y equals 30x plus 60. The plumber works a maximum of 10 hours. What is the range of the function? This is supposed to be what is the domain of the function and what is the range. So the first thing that I like to do is this. Put this, let me erase this, put the equation in here. So I'm going to put the function, he charges $30 an hour plus $60 just to go in and check. So from here, I'm going to get this information in a table format. There's my table. Now, remember, X right here is per hour. So this is the number of hours that he worked. He cannot work -2 hours or -1, but he can work 0. And then 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, and 10. Let's erase these right here. And let's not worry about the bottom ones. I don't know how to delete them. But let's just worry about these first ones up here. So on this ones right here, let's talk about these right here. He works from 0 to all the way to 10 hours. So again, the domain of this function is from 0 to 10. Now that we know that, let's go over here. Which one says 0 and 10? No, right there. 0 and 10. So I'm going to move this one right here because that's the domain. Now it says, what is the range? Range means the Y. If we go back to our table here, here's my Y on this side. It starts off at 60 all the way to 360. So which one is it? From 60 all the way to 360, which I changed the numbers, but on yours it should be this one. So I'm just going to drag it over here. Now what does these numbers says? Is any number between 60 and 360. Well, can he work? Let me put it up here. Can he work an hour and a half? Let's try that. 1.5. Yeah, he would charge $105. Can he work 2 hours and a half? Yes, he will charge $135. So as you can see here, if you can work half of the time and still charge, that's what it means, that he's going to earn between $60 and $360. Now look at this one over here. It says the total cost in dollars to buy uniforms for my 6th soccer team can be found using this function. 60x plus 30. So let's put that on the calculator. Let's open it up. I'm going to delete this. Delete this. Okay. So now I'm going to put it here. Y equals 60x plus 30, where x is the number of uniforms bought. So it says here, just look up here. X is the number of uniforms. So each uniform costs $60 plus 30. And that 30 could be anything from shipping cost or anything. So again, I'm going to convert this into a table. It says here, there are at least 10 players. So I'm going to put here 10 players because there's no less than that. So I need 10 uniforms, but no more than 13. This is not nut, this is but no more than 13. So let me open up my calculator. It's going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, and I'm going to delete this one. So there we go. So we need between 10 uniforms and 13. So which one is it? Look, 10, 11, 12, 13. How come I couldn't put it 10 and this symbol and then 13? Ask yourself, can I have 10 and a half uniforms? They're not going to sell it to you like that. They're not going to sell you 12 and 3/4 of a uniform. So this one, you can either get 10 uniforms, 11 uniforms, 12 uniforms, or 13. Now, what is the range? Let's open up our calculator. And the range is right here, which is the price. So if we order 10 uniforms, it's going to cost $630, and then $690, and then $750, and then $810. So this one right here will be our range. Let's go to the next one. A plumber charges $80 an hour for making house calls to do plumbing work. The function used is y equals 80x. So again, let's open up our calculator. Let me delete this right here. There we go. So I'm going to put here y equals 80x. I'm going to convert that to a table, and for now I'm just going to leave it like that. It says here he works between 2 to 6 hours a day. So it says the y is the cost and x is the number of hours worked. So I'm going to go here. He works between 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 hours a day. He doesn't work more than 6 hours. Must be nice. It says, what is the domain of this function, which is the x values here? Can he work 2.5 hours? Yeah. Can he work 3.5 hours? Yes. Because you answered yes, that you can use halves. Then you use something like this. Between 2 and 6. So I'm just going to bring it to the front so that we can see it. It says, what is the range? So again, we go back to our table. The range is what he earns. So he can earn from $160 all the way to $480. So it's right here. And how come we can have it with those symbols? Because if he works 2.5 hours, he's gonna get, a little bit more than 160. So he can still charge for 2.5 hours. And then of course we have the last one, which is this one right here, but let's study it. It says Peter needs to fill up his trunk to drive to and from school next week. Gas costs $2.39 per gallon, and his truck holds a maximum of 28 gallons. The function used is y equals 2.39x, where y is the total cost and the number of hours, the number of gallons, not hours. The number of gallons of gas pumped. What is the domain and what is the range? So again, we go over here. Let's delete this one and let's type in y equals 2.39 for every gallon. Let's change that to a table. So on this one, 0 for 0 gallons. I mean, you don't have to pump anything. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oops, did I skip anything? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So as you can see right here, all this right here is the number of gallons he can pump in the truck. So here's the question. Can he pump 1.5 gallons only? Yes, the machine will allow it. That's why we can put these symbols in between so that we don't have to put all the numbers in there. He can pump between any gallons from 0 to 28, like 10.5, 11 and 3/4, and all that. Now, what is the range? So we go back to our calculator. All this over here is a range, which is a total cost. So he can pay from 0 all the way down to $66.92 for the gas that he pumped. So if he doesn't have any gas, he would have to pay $66.92, but he can pay any amount between 0 and that. And hopefully you understand these kinds of problems. Supposedly these are the hardest problems on the STAR test, but hopefully I explain it the easiest way so that you will get these questions right on the test and get more points if you answer these questions.